Have you ever noticed that ice always floats in your drink? It doesn't matter if it's a glass of water, juice, or even soda, the ice always stays on top. And it's not just in your drinks, this happens everywhere. Think about massive icebergs floating in the ocean. These giant chunks of ice, some bigger than skyscrapers, manage to stay afloat. Why does this happen? Why doesn't ice sink like most solids when they're dropped in liquids? Well, it all comes down to some cool science and the unique properties of water. Water is all around us. It's essential for life and has some very special properties. One of these properties is how its molecules are arranged. Imagine tiny little balls bouncing around. These are water molecules. In liquid water, they're close together but can still move around freely. This free movement is why water can flow and take the shape of its container. But something interesting happens when water gets cold and starts to freeze. As water gets colder and colder, its temperature drops until it reaches the freezing point 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. At this point, something fascinating occurs. The water molecules slow down and start to arrange themselves in a very specific way. They form a hexagonal pattern like a honeycomb. This pattern creates spaces between the molecules, making ice less dense than liquid water. Density is a measure of how much mass is packed into a given space. Think of a bag of feathers and a bag of rocks the same size. The bag of rocks is denser because it has more mass packed into the same space. Since ice is less dense than water, it floats. This floating ice is incredibly important for our planet. If ice sank, lakes and oceans would freeze from the bottom up, harming aquatic life. Instead, the floating ice acts as an insulator, protecting the water below and allowing life to thrive.